How you doing? And welcome to another episode of Frag Out. I'm your host, Neil Bawadi, joined today with John C., who actually I don't see in the stream. so so no, it's not working. It's only visible by you, John. You are the invisible man. He'll be right back. He's gonna see if he can get to work. So how's everybody doing today? We got Joel in the chat. Joel's hanging out at work, wearing a MFK inspired. Did this come before? Molinard is a really old brand, so did this come before Joel, or was this after Gentle Fluidity? Did Francis Kirkshawn steal his idea? Molinard's idea? I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see what we can find here. Go here. We're going to check it out now. John's back in. Let's see. Join. All right. Let's see. We're holding. Can we hear you?
That looks good.
Sound isn't great, but it's holding at least.
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, there we go. we'll take one step at a time. At least we can see you, so that's good.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's at least I can hear you, and I can see you. So we're two steps ahead of what we were before.
All right. Well, now we're trying Chrome without the mic, external mic. It seems to be working, right?
Yeah, it's working, but the sound is not nearly as crisp as it was. So, this isn't it. This is for women. There's a men's version of that one, isn't there, Joel? Of that one you got. Ah, there it is. Never mind. I was going to spell it right. Oh, no, we lost them. Let me share this. We'll share this here as John works his way back in. So, scrolling on down. So, 2022. I'm pretty sure the MFK one came first. Pretty sure. Yeah, please give the stream a like, even when John keeps bouncing in and out. Thanks, Open Leg. Let's see, and then we'll go down here because people say it smells like MFK. Let's see, when did MFK come out? MFK came out 3 years before, so we're gonna say Molinard copied them. Sure, we'll do that. But hey, it's not scent, and Molinard's a nice, affordable brand. So, gingembre. It's a good one. Let's see, what are you wearing? Let's see. Dries Van Norton. It's hard to see when I'm looking at the screen like that. Look at that. Whoa. Down here. See my cat? It's not my cat, but hey. What happened to you, John? This might become anybody's allowed to join. Oh, he's come back. He's working his way back. There we go. All right, we're adding in. Hello.
We're good?
We're good. We're better. Hey, we're better than we were before. Looking good, sounding good. Is it holding? Is it stable?
No feedback.
No, no feedback. So here's what Openlick is wearing. This one the right one, Openlick?
Pause YouTube.
Hi, Quentin Biche. Okay. Interesting. Loewe. I have smelled those. Not a whole lot of them, but I've smelled some of them. This brand's pretty interesting. If you haven't tried this brand. They had this at Osme, this brand. You got the 200 ml bottle, so you get a gigantic one.
They make that in a 200?
No, not that. The one Openlick has. This one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I checked out Juice Van Noten when we were in Boston, in New York. They had them at Bergdorf, and they had the 200 mils, which are insane, but then they also sold the travel sizes. But you had to know to ask for them.
Oh, really? It's one of those type of deals.
That's what I picked up. I think aren't some of their bottles 100 ml as well?
Yeah, they do. They have 100 ml bottles. I don't know if they're designed like these ones, or if this is just a normal size bottles.
Yeah, from what I remember, there was like maybe 5 or 6 that were very light scent profiles, and those came in the 200s.
Gotcha.
And then everything
Kind
else
of makes sense if like an eau de toilette, you're probably going to spray heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that this was at Scent Explorer 2 years ago when they were still at the Chelsea Piers location.
I don't remember seeing them.
It didn't have a whole big thing. It wasn't the whole booth. It was like one of those ones where, hey, you can buy this from this distributor now. And they were all kind of clumped in the area with other ones. But I do remember seeing this bottle in particular. That's why I remember it. I just don't remember ever getting to smell it. I just thought, oh, look, that bottle looks nice. And then that was it.
Yeah, they are quite nice. I mean, you will pay for them. You don't see them on discounters. I know Lucky Scent started carrying them this year, so that's probably one of your best prices you could get when maybe like if you waited for Black Friday.
Yeah.
But they also charge tax, and there's almost always a shipping fee too. So it's like you get 20% off, and then 15 to 20% in fees.
So basically, you're not really saving anything.
No.
Okay, yeah. So Openlick is saying that the top part of this is the only part of the fragrance. The bottom part is not really. It's just like a glass or ceramic or whatever the bottom part is.
That's how they do it.
Yeah, it's just an empty shell. So.
There's 3 of them. Okay, those are the ones I was thinking of. Open.
So I think they also have a 50 ml too. That's a smaller bottle.
That'd be nice.
I seriously doubt Fragrance Net has it, but let's click on this and see what happens. No, they are definitely not there. I love it. I love it when they show the link to Fragrance Net, but fragrance that does not have the fragrance.
Or it links something totally different too. It'll do that with Joma Shop too. You click on it, it's not even the same house. It's like, what kind of string match did you do here to think
Yeah.
you got the right link?
There's an S
Yeah.
in the name of the fragrance.
I mean, good. I guess it's worth it for them to try, right?
Yeah.
They just need people to click on it.
I mean, that's one thing about FragranceNet is it's really hard to know what's on FragranceNet because the search to find something in FragranceNet is dumb. It is really dumb and really inane, and you have to basically know what you're exactly looking for and search the title of it and search the brand of it, and you can find it. But if you're just kind of like browsing through, you won't find anything besides like designers.
Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes you can just go to Google and search FragranceNet, and then whatever you're searching for, and Google will index it, and that's how you'll find it.
Yeah. That's why a lot of times though I'm like, I have to remember when I'm looking for, because you can find some good deals on FragranceNet for sure. You just have to know before you're going, like what you're looking for. Like this ad that's right here. You can see that there's Francesca Bianchi in that ad, and yeah, they do have things of Francesca Bianchi on the site. It's not a whole lot of them, but it's some of them. But anyhow, what's your scent of the day?
I'm actually wearing one that we had that I picked up from Sun Explorer. Was that Comporta?
Yeah, the lawyer.
Yeah, I know you had a nice chat with him, and you had things to say.
I had things to say. I just wanted to continue the discussion. He actually said to me, "Hey, reach out. We can continue this discussion." But I don't know if he was being genuine about it. Here, hold on.
Yeah.
Or if he was just like
of course
placating me. So, you're using your phone, right?
No, I pulled out the laptop and I got this janky setup
Okay.
with an extended display here.
Okay. I was gonna say, because like if it's the phone, usually the phone will try to automatically find your face. So those are the ones where you have to kind of try to kind of cover your face so that way there's no chance of it seeing you. But if it's just like a cam, you wouldn't normally do that. It will just try to auto focus on whatever's closest, unless it's got some sort of face detecting software or something like that built in. But odds of that is kind of low.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. They were doing.
I liked them. I liked what we smelled there from him, but there was nothing to me that I was like, I've never smelled this before. I need to get this.
Yeah, the thing that stood out to me with this one was, well, first it's done by Chris Maurice, and he does some really nice work. He's done some from Sarah Baker that I really like. And this just felt, I actually sprayed this on skin and walked around for a bit. It felt like a citrus that has some staying power. It is an X-ray, so it doesn't project.
Okay.
I actually, even though this is an X-ray, I put it in the same performance camp as Xerjoff Renaissance.
Huh.
You get maybe 3 to 4 hours before you would maybe want to re-up on it.
If I spray it on my shirt and I kind of overspray a little bit for Renaissance, I can have Renaissance stick around for like 7 hours on me.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, anything you throw on paper, on clothing will last longer.
Yeah, but on skin, if I just spray it right on my arm or something like that, yeah, it won't last.
Yeah, it disappears, especially if you're outside with the breeze and you're just like, you don't even pick it up.
Yeah.
What are you wearing today?
I am wearing a Xerjoff. Oh, not Xerjoff. A Sahar.
Oh, excellent.
Wearing Seraphim Red. Got decent little dent here. I did send off a couple of mLs to somebody, but most of this was me. Most of this, like, I like this fragrance, but I also like to layer this fragrance with the blue. They actually work really well together. Besides the obvious reason why the pictures line up, but you can tell which one I like more.
That's actually that's an impressive dent to put in a bottle.
This is 2 years.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, I used that much. Granted, I decanted some for people here and there, but the thing that gets me about this one, that I like so much about this one, is the opening. I really like the opening, and that's why I have a feeling. Little spoiler here, like this fragrance rock from Zernel Gilly, the opening is really good, and I think that's going to be something that's going to wear out a lot of this bottle. I'm just going to spray the opening again and again and again. But here, I'll bring up the notes for Seraphim. Go back. There it is. There. So it's a kind of, you'll start off and you'll get like the more of the aromatic and kind of warm ambers of it, and you'll get some of the C notes and a little bit of pink pepper. You'll still get that little bit of that eucalyptus, the kind of like minty nature of eucalyptus, and then, like you like to do. Thank you for teaching me that. You were the one that taught me to hit the vote button to see more effectively of where they rank.
Yeah, you got to have an account, but once you do that, you can see the user votes. You can also, it's not as easy to tell, but the things that are more prominent are slightly larger images too.
Yeah, when you go back to here, you can kind of see it here, like you see, but this really shows you like what you're going to be smelling of the majority of the time. For me, I find that more of the amber is a little bit higher up on here, because I'll smell the amber mixed in. It's not as far down as this one is for me. But
submit your vote.
I should. Yes, I haven't voted, so I should have voted. It will help realign it a little better, for at least for what I sense. But that's kind of what I was wearing today.
Yeah, that's a nice set of notes though. That looks perfect for this weather.
Yeah, little cool, still a little cool. It's a good springtime fragrance. It wasn't last week, or not last week, 3 days ago, when it was 90 something degrees. I don't know if I'd necessarily wear it. Maybe this would be fine. I've never tried it in that kind of heat, 90 heat, but it's probably okay. Just maybe not as much sprays as I had on.
Yeah, it's kind of fascinating once you get into like the 80s and the 90s, where it's super humid out. Things that are quote unquote good for summer, like they just get suffocated by the heat, and you wouldn't guess that until you wear it. But yeah, it's like a special type of fragrance, like it's like proper summer heat blasting. 100 heat index. It's a smaller subset of scents that really work in that.
Yeah, when you start getting up to that heat and that high humidity, you start wanting to grab things like the Aqua di Parma Blue Mediterranean line, those things that are like super fresh and super light.
Yeah, the issue is you got to put them in your pocket.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to spray it a few times. But that opening for like Arencia, I'll take that any day of the week. I'll keep spraying that opening.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Those are so affordable. I feel no guilt spraying that 30 times.
Let's see. Oh, it's got smoke. There's a smoke in the tile, John. Remember, look at that one.
Orange smoke. Ooh.
Let's take a look at that one. Let's see. Orange smoke.
Hey, awesome.
Bring it up.
Mega Mare in the Florida heat. Oh my god, dude. The people around you must love you.
10 sprays. Who's this guy coming in here? Spraying his 10 sprays of Mega Mare.
Have you ever noticed a big 30-foot privacy bubble around you?
I mean, if that's what your goal is, you want to have your privacy, then sure, spray on 10 sprays of Mega Mare.
Yeah.
I do like Aqua de Parma's Colonia Pura. It's pretty good. And have you tried the eau de parfum concentrations of the Blue Mediterranean line?
Yeah, I tried a few. For the most part, they're perfectly fine. The retail price is silly. I think they're starting to show up on discounters, but they are just, for the most part, the same as the EDTs. Just they feel a little bit hefty.
I found the one that I found that I actually didn't like as much as the one I have.
I think that's the La Reserva line is what they're called.
Yeah, this one. So I really like this one.
Yeah.
In this concentration. I was not so much of a fan of the Reserve line. I think it was not as well balanced. I think it was too much towards one note. So
yeah, because remember too, like the Fico, the fig one that everyone loves.
The Fico de Amalfi.
Yeah, in the La Reserva line, it's just a little bit too. The EDT just does the scent profile better. It's airier. It has more lift to it. You know what I mean? It just like that scent profile just feels more appropriate in an EDT concentration. And the EDP is fine, but I don't think it's worth the premium. I think the EDT is better.
Offenlick smelled Austin with his 10 sprays of Mega Mare. But he was joking. I mean, he's not saying you can't spray that much. Even he knows that. He's conservative with that one.
That's good.
So John, for people that don't know you, why don't you tell them about how long you've been in the fragrance game? When did it start for you?
Yeah, it started. I'm coming up on 5 years in next month because I can't remember what triggered it. I think one of my friends smelled really good at a wedding back in 2021, and I was like, "Hey, what is that? That smells really good." And he was wearing Dylan Blue, and I was like, "All right." And I'm not even sure how he found it. He's not really into fragrances, but I just remember that smelling really good, and that probably put something in my head. Mm-hmm. Then the next time a wedding came around, I was like, "Oh, that'd be fun to buy a fragrance for this." And I went to Macy's, started exploring. I had them spray Dylan Blue for me, and I said, "That doesn't smell like what my friend was wearing." But it's one of those things like, you spray it on paper versus picking it up from your friend's sillage and it's been drying down for 2 hours. Yeah. And your nose isn't really trained either. So I was just like, no, I don't think my friend's lying. I'm pretty sure he was wearing Dylan Blue, but this doesn't smell like what I remember. But I ended up walking away with the Aqua de Jo Absolute.
Okay.
And that was really nice. That was great for the wedding. And that was my first fragrance. And then, slowly down the rabbit hole from there, because you get onto YouTube, start just trying to figure out recommendations, and suddenly you realize this community of people doing top 10 lists and ridiculous things like that. Jeremy Fragrance, back when he was, pushing out relatively normal content, and had his mind,
warped by the drugs he takes
over the years. Yeah, and like Jensen's, all the guys that were doing the list at the time. And then Designer turns into niche, and then after niche, you start realizing there's some smaller companies doing independent. And you start getting into artisan independent lines, and you kind of just move through the flow. You learn that there's clones, and you go, clones never really appeal to me. Kind of, I just don't trust something that's $20 in a plastic bottle. Like they're cutting corners if they're selling something that cheap.
The bottle looks like a seal.
Yeah, and the house too. Like the bottle, there's no design consistency across the brand. Like there's no brand identity. They're clearly trying to like mimic, either coming up with a bottle that sort of looks like the bottle it's mimicking, or just doing something crazy, like a boar's head on the cap, like something that'll catch your eye. So yeah, I haven't really messed with clones, but yeah, designer into niche very quickly. You know, finding Marcello, the niche fragrance collector, and some of those some guys like that, Ramsey, talking about higher end and like weird, obscure arts and things online. And yeah, mostly now, really trying to track down American brands, support them, and they're starting to grow too. I think America's really coming around to like the fever that's taken over Europe.
Like this new brand. This is their first fragrance. What else do we have here? You have Mammoth. You've got a bunch more than I do actually. Oh, you got Zinel Gilly. That's another American brand now. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, Mammoth is excellent. I have the local guy near me, Aetherai. He's now in Stell, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Even Stell in general, Stell actually carries a lot of American brands, so you can learn a lot of American houses just by browsing their website.
A lot of people like go to New York and visit New York, and now Stell is like kind of becoming a big deal,
Yeah.
Especially after Scent Explorer last year, because he had said, yeah, we had seen a tremendous amount of people down here, and I went from having like 15 bottles of white iris to having no bottles of white iris once Scent Explorer was over and done with. So it goes to show you how like a convention can really have an effect on the community around what the convention is about, for sure.
Yeah, and that Soho area is so packed. I tell people, anyone that I try to get to go to Scent Explorer, I say book yourself at least a day either before or after, just to go down to the Soho area or explore New York.
It's probably the best place in America to go and just kind of explore fragrance right now. Like, I don't think there's another spot in America where you can hit up as many brands, but also as many niche houses as you can in Soho area. Like, at least
I mean, the only thing that would probably come close is California, but it's probably more spread out because New York everything's in New York City and in Manhattan, right? Like it's very concentrated. California, you have anything from San Diego, San Francisco, all the major hubs. But California, did you see the Scent Fest?
I did. We talked about it last show a little bit. We were like, What was it? Maybe it was the one before that. Yeah, I think it might have been the last Frag Out before. We talked about it and said I think it's a little too quick of a turnaround to try to announce something and then 6 months later have the event happen, where you have international travel now that it takes a while for people to kind of plan things out. Money wise, you're going to San Francisco. It's like one of the most expensive cities to visit.
I do think
a rough ask, I think.
Yeah, my guess that they kind of rushed it is because I was watching something from Sebastian's channel yesterday where he was talking about the tickets for the show, and it's it segues right off the back of some other convention that's happening in San Francisco.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, look how many people the industry is already going to be here. Like, walk 100 yards. Like, so I think he was kind of tacking himself onto the back of that, which is like, if you're going to have a convention, it makes sense to do it then, right? I don't know if it was another like an award ceremony or I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, basically a bunch of people were already going to be in town.
Yeah, like openly come out to Scent Explore next year, or this year. Well, this year is probably a little hard ask right now because they're going to announce the tickets probably next month due to the fact that the tickets usually go on sale July or August. So
Yeah, usually by July.
yeah, so they're probably going to move it up a month. I'd have to imagine. So we'd love to see you at Scent Explore. And you ever think about going to Excellence?
Excellent.
Excellence?
Yeah, I would love to. I believe that's the show that's 3 days. But it's always been advertised weird because it's not really for the public. It's for brands and vendors.
Yeah, and personalities like fragrance personality people.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
you're on one now, so there you go. You can say, "Hey, look, I was on this live stream."
yeah. Well, apparently it was that easy to get tickets. I think it seems like they've been opening it up, but it really was like a 3-day event. First 2 days for vendors and like the business industry, and then the third day was for the public. So it's like, all right, is it worth flying to Europe for a day? Like you would have to obviously create a trip around it, which probably wouldn't be hard, but it's also
it's Italy. It's not that.
it's a little pricey.
Yeah,
I'd love to go out there though. That's a huge one.
I think it's a lot easier for somebody who's already in Europe to be like, yeah, I take the train down. It's a couple of hour train ride, and then I'm there. I'm there for the day. Maybe I'll stay in the hotel overnight, and then I'll take the train right back up and be home. Like that's a little more. Yeah,
it's the same as us traveling to Scent Explore, right?
Yeah. Depends on where you are, though. Like if you're over in California, seeing Scent Explore is a trip. You can't.
I mean us.
Oh yeah, us.
You and me. Yeah.
We're only a couple of hours away, so yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's if I was going to travel though, that's the one I would probably travel for.
Yeah.
Because there's some people I talk to online too, and they're spread out across Europe, and they usually like Excellence is the show they go to. It'd be the one time.
It's hard though to think about, like if you only have one day, because that place is massive. I hear, like.
Yeah, I've heard it's really packed. Like it's hard to even get to a booth.
Yeah, I hear it's more like so. I've worked in Vegas at the convention center, and I know how big some of these conventions can be. Like trying to think that you're going to be able to see a lot. It's just you better kind of be very specific what you're kind of looking for and hunt that place down. Go to that place. Don't think to yourself, I'll just stop and see whoever I see. No.
Yeah.
It's too big to do that. You can't honestly do that unless you don't even stop. You just keep walking. Sure. Then if you just walk through the entire convention, you've seen everybody, but have you even spent any time with smelling anything?
Yeah, I know. And you try to smell so many things, you just need to get through your checklist, and then you don't even remember what the hell happened. You can't smell anything by the end of the day. You're just burnt out and fried.
That's why a lot of times when we were at Scent Explore, whenever I smelled something that I was like, oh, I really like this, let me take a picture of it. I didn't take so much pictures of, I didn't do what some people do is I took pictures of everything, took videos of everything. It's like, then what do you know you really liked? You just recorded everything. You might have. It's like, you may not have liked half the stuff that you've recorded. So,
yeah, that's also why I'm very careful about purchasing bottles from Scent Explorer too, because you're kind of in the high of the event.
Yeah.
And then once you get home with a clear head and you spray it, you go, "Oh my god, this was $220." Like,
I mean, think about a certain brand. Let's bring them up. Let's share this brand. Everybody knows this brand from Scent Explorer last year.
yep.
The brand debut of House of Cosmo at Scent Explorer. This was pretty much the talk of Scent Explorer, I would say, as far as what was new and there at the show. Just because it was literally brand new. No one had ever smelled this brand before, and no one even like when you tell frag heads that, hey, no one smelt this in the public before, you're going to see quite a lot of people wanting to be like, well, I want to be the first. Well, I want to be the first. Well, I want to be the first. So
yeah, there is tons of hype on that brand. A lot of people doing interviews. And they're good. Everything. I don't remember smelling anything that was bad.
No, nothing was bad, but nothing also was mind blowing. Like I didn't stop and think to myself, I need to get any of these. Unlike when we went to Mayo and smelled Isola, I was like, I need to get this, but I'm just gonna wait until it's cheaper. Somewhere. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously, I know. Yeah, it's expensive. The only one if I was gonna buy a bottle from this house, the only one I really liked was Lunar Mineral, just because it sort of had that like wet. Yeah, but it also sort of had like that wet cave,
okay,
mineralic vibe to it. Like it felt more unique compared to everything else that I smell from the house. Yeah, right. They listed as a wet stone note. Yeah, so sort of that petrichor wet cave vibe. It was good, but then again, it still wasn't enough for me to say yes, full bottle. But it was the standout for me.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that they're showing the perfumers now. Because I think before it was just, hey, here's Teddy the perfumer. So, is it? Let me see.
Yeah, this was the cherry one. This one was. People were loving this one.
This is the one that they said was their version of Aaron Terrence Hughes' hard candy. Like
they framed it that way. That's funny.
One of the owners told me like we got inspired by Aaron Terrence Hughes' hard candy and wanted to make like kind of like our version, and that's what this spawned, or that's what that spawned, I should say, was this. So
this is sort of a mix of hard candy with the sweetness, and then Red Fever, which has sort of a wine vibe to it.
Yeah, I could see.
And then what's the cherry one? Raw cherry.
Yeah, raw cherry.
Yeah.
I can see that. I don't know. I mean, you could really sit there and break it down. Yeah, all of those ones you talked about were out before this came out. Raw cherry was out before this came out. Red Fever was out before this came out. So yeah, there's a potential that they smelt all of those and were like, let's do something that combines all of these. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're trying to find stuff that's uncommon in the fragrance space, like most people are. I just think they're kind of the way they're going about it is very like militarial. You know, they're going in, they're doing like hits. They're going directly to a niche fragrance store, smelling everything and trying to find something that they haven't really smelled much of, and be like, hey, let's do this, and just make it like a mass appealing version of this.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're good. They're I don't doubt that they'll be successful.
And price wise, I gotta say they're reasonable. They're not look. It doesn't seem like they're trying to completely gouge you on a price range like some other houses are that were at the show. But they weren't the exact opposite spectrum either, where there were some clone brands at Scent Explorer last year, which we were surprised about.
Yeah. Austin, I haven't been able to try knee high yet. I have the tab open waiting for them to restock. I want to get knee high and then also up north.
I have thought about taking a trip to England a few times and just going to his main store. Just so, because look, it doesn't look like the Mexico thing actually happened. I thought he already had the deal done, sealed, and delivered, and he was already there.
There's so many things, right? It was we're going to bottle in America. Actually, we're going to bottle in Mexico. Actually, we might do both. I got tired of trying to follow it. And I understand a company has growing pains, but I'm just like, okay, let me know when something's happening. But at least in the meantime, he's still shipping to Max Aroma.
Yeah.
But that's so many people are on top of that. If you're not there on the launch, things will disappear very, very quickly.
And it's disgusting because they just take it and then they double to triple the price of what it is and sell it again.
Max Aroma does limit you, I believe, either to 1 or 2 bottles, probably depending on how much stock they have.
Yeah.
I'm sure people can find ways around that. But they are aware of that scalping issue, right?
Well, it doesn't seem to stop him from people buying, like, from his website, Aaron Terrence, from England itself.
Yeah.
Because I've seen plenty of people doing, hey, I'm doing a big haul. I'm going to do an order from Aaron Terrence Hughes' store in England. Who wants to be in on this? And then you see the pictures of it on Facebook groups. Like, oh, here, yes, exactly, that guy there. I'm not gonna bring him up, but yes.
Big group buys, yeah.
Yeah. They're on top of it, and they buy thousands of dollars worth of fragrance, bring it over here to the States, triple the cost, or decant it into smaller bottles to make more money. I'm not going to play that game myself. I refuse to be a part of that. Like, I'm just going to either A, deal with the fact that I'm never going to smell most of the line, or B, wait until I go to England and try them myself and buy bottles from him directly, Or C, potentially wait for him to show up here in the States.
Yeah, there's plenty to keep you busy in the meantime. We're not starving for...
As we can see, I'm not starving. I'm definitely not starving.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Yeah, I think the thing about it for me also is the craze is kind of over, right? That initial new brand, people are really liking it. Let's check this out, has kind of really died down in the last year or so because people are just tired of seeing the triple cost scalpers, or B, people are just tired of his kind of methods he uses with reformulating fragrances every couple of years, completely changing some of them. Some of them I guess that I've heard for the better, but some of them just completely changing it so it's something different. Don't know if that's just him not being satisfied with how it smelled originally, or if it's material costs, or how he's very kind of ethical about where he sources his stuff.
Yeah, I know that happened with the original Fever, which was it had a stack of white florals in it, and then there was that BBC report that came out that I can't remember what the top brand was, but it was unethical farming from the farms where they were sourcing these floral materials.
Yeah.
And Aaron reached out to the group because he was getting his materials from there, and he said, "Hey, can you confirm that this is all coming from valid sources?" And they didn't really. They kind of gave him like a corporate non-answer, and he was like, "Okay, well, I'm done." So then he reformulated Fever completely, got rid of the florals, and threw in like vanilla and tonka bean. I'm not sure why he insisted on keeping it as Fever if when you're going to reformulate the base so heavily like that. I haven't smelled the new Fever, but like that's one example for ethical reasons, and I don't blame him. It's his brand.
I don't blame him either for doing that. I just think at that point, if you changed it so much, just change the name of it. Discontinue the line and say, "Hey, look, tell the reason why. I didn't like what was going on with the sourced material, so I'm just going to stop making this and just make something else."
Yeah, and it makes it harder because then, like, if you want to get rid of an old bottle or you're trying to shop for a new bottle from someone, and it's like, "Oh, you have Fever. Oh, is that the 2019 Fever, or is that the mid 2020 Fever where for 3 months he used this, and then, or you're talking about the 2023 and newer Fever?" And it's just like, dude, like it's so confusing.
Yeah, and the bottles also sometimes they'll be different too, so you're not exactly sure. They'll be the same formulation, but in a new bottle. So it makes it so confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot of like mental overhead, and if you like leave ATH for 3 months and then come back and say, "Oh, what's going on?" You're like, if you're not keeping up, you're lost. And
yeah, you could probably go ahead and buy the whole house again and smell it and be like, "Wait a minute, these are brand new fragrances."
Yeah.
So, anyway, enough about ATH. So I wanted to bring up with you, since you never really been on a live stream like this. What's one of your current like obsessions right now?
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to answer that because there's nothing I've really been reaching for multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really just trying to circulate through the collection, finding things that I haven't been wearing in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, obsessions. I'd say one that I picked up recently. It's one that I sampled maybe 3 years ago from the brand of Nishama.
Mm-hmm.
And it was stunning. It's so good. It's so sexy. And I was like, all right, I need a bottle of this. And I could not find it anywhere. The only U.S. company that had it was Perfumology, and it was out of stock. So for 2.5-3 years, I waited for it to restock. It finally restocked a couple months ago. And it's Nishama Souls on Fire. Glare.
I like the bottles. Look nice.
I'll put it in chat.
Yeah, I got it here. I found it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it's
yeah.
There's something about it. Osmanthus is a note that I don't really see in fragrances often.
Mm-hmm.
Something the way it's mixed with the civet in this. It's animalic. It's definitely animalic forward, but not off-putting. It's like it's almost slightly pissy. Like if you wanted to smell a pissiness to it, you could. That's not the first thing I think of, but it does kind of like it's right on that edge. But it makes it really sensual, really sexy. Not great for this weather. It's a fall winter, in my opinion. Maybe like a cooler spring night.
Okay.
It's so gorgeous, though. I believe it won an award back in 22 or 23, something like that.
23, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Award. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can get your nose on it, or I could decant you a mill or something.
Yeah.
And send it your way. Yeah, there's just something really intriguing. I do find animalics and kind of like dirty florals, like dirty jasmines, things like that.
Yeah.
Strong tuberose. There's something really intriguing about them because there's something that sort of pushes you away from it, and then you smell it again and it really pulls you in. And when you find something that's blended really well, it toes that line perfectly, and you just like roll your eyes when you smell it. Like, oh my god!
That's the kind of fragrance you want to find, though. A lot of times, you want to find those
Yeah.
fragrances. I'm looking at their website, and prices wise, this is in pounds. Obviously, I'm guessing.
I want to say it was on Perfumology for 175, but then for your first purchase, they had 10 or 15% off.
Mm-hmm.
So I got for somewhere in the 150 range. I think you might be able to buy from them directly too. I don't remember if there was a high shipping cost or not.
Yeah, this is their website, so
Yeah, they had a tobacco I wanted to try.
let's see.
Oh, jasmine and tobacco. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Lang Lang, Gentle Bloom, Musks.
Oh, Frankenstein. You talking about Norik from Lartisan? That is so damn good.
Yeah, that's what just decanted. I decided to Norky.
A coffee note. I've never really picked up a coffee note in that. It's sort of like a caramel chestnut vibe. I suppose there's probably a coffee note in the base, but I don't identify it as a coffee fragrance. It's so good though. That's a crowd pleaser. I like wearing that around Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easy around the holidays and smells really nice.
Just bring this up a bit. There it is. Trying to remember if I smelled a good portion of the house at one of the fancier stores.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily remember if this one stood out to me. I mean, it has a lot of the kind of elements I think I would at least like, but you're kind of speed smelling at that point. If you're smelling the whole house, you just each one each. So let's see. So it's got chestnut in the top as being a main note. What do you think people gonna say it smells like?
What, something from the Stronger With You line?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Oh no, surprisingly not. Is this
By the fireplace?
Club or nope, by the fireplace.
Yeah, and then Frustration by Eldo.
Yeah.
Frustration is really good, but there's something in that gives off a rubber vibe to it. It's nearly, I don't know, it gets high ratings. People love it. It must be one of those weird notes where some noses just pick up a weird rubber vibe and others don't.
It's definitely something because it's like 250, almost 260. Actually, it is 260 people that pick it up and don't like it or hate it. So that's bringing down below 4 point anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Usually fragrances that could be the cumin. Galaxolide? No, it's not.
Gaiac, I guess. Gaiac wood.
Maybe that's what it is.
It might be one of those things too, where if you're smelling on your arm and your nose is too close to it, that's when you kind of smell like a weird base.
Yeah.
If you're spraying it on your neck and just picking up sillage, you would never smell it.
I think this is funny. It's like when they took popular and weird. Okay. What other kind of fragrances has it? Anything that we know of?
It's a broad category.
Not a whole lot of things use it. Huh. Maybe that's what it is inside of it that gives you that kind of like, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh, Finlick, don't lament your missed opportunities. You can't do that.
No, you can do it a little bit. That was a really good deal.
You can, okay, just a little idiot.
Do you have a current obsession right now, or something you've been
um,
the warm weather?
really, beside like for warm weather, I'm really like I'm gonna wear this more, the mint rose
Rose, yeah.
for sure. I mean, I'm still pretty much like I grabbed it and I just smelled it. Was white iris, but also unfortunately it's definitely not a summer fragrance, and the same thing goes for this. Like I can't wait till it gets cooler again and start wearing this. Like this might be my fragrance of Scent Explorer type of thing.
That good, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta try it. I know you got Brian to blind buy it during the stream.
Yeah, and he really likes it too.
Oh, does
I mean,
he?
I haven't gotten him on stream to talk about it, but it just kind of hits. I have to say, what's interesting about it is how it's a first fragrance for the house. How well balanced it is, because if you look, it's probably still not up here. I'd have to go probably to their actual website. But if you look at the notes that they cite,
It was a decent note breakdown too, wasn't it? Wasn't there
yeah, it is a very nice note breakdown. So here's and we want to share this one instead. So here it is. I'll bring it up full screen so we can see. So you got tobacco, black cherry, frankincense, saffron, patchouli, rose, honey, sandalwood, ladanum, vanilla, and musk. But it's very well balanced in how they do everything. You get each element that doesn't overpower the other side. The cherry is not so much super like bash your head over with the note of cherry. It's more kind of like a sweetness to it. I am because it's just I think this is like one of those type of profiles that I've been looking for. You know, this type of profile is kind of like the holy grail profile for my nose. Having tobacco, the perfect amount of sweetness, and also the perfect amount of smokiness that doesn't distract from the overall fragrance. And you have a very strong, thick scent bubble around you. So it's just kind of like lined up.
I'm gonna have to smell it because every single one of those notes is you're hitting all the check boxes, and the bottles are gorgeous too.
I mean, the top looks, if the top is plastic, right? It's not a wood. It's not a stone or something like that. I mean, it'd be really impressive if this was like a stone. But it looks nice from a distance. It feels okay in the hand. That's where you kind of like, okay, this is where the reason why it's 170, right?
Decent atomizer.
Yeah, decent atomizer.
Okay.
So I'll waste the spray, as they say. So it's got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, I should say it's a good atomizer. It's not a decent atomizer. It's a good atomizer. It's not the best atomizer, but it's a. But it disperses it well. It makes it into a fine mist well.
Hey, did you get your Isola yet? Your Isola?
yet. Not yet. It's en route.
Okay.
So, yes, here's my, and you can see my cat in the background. That's not really my cat, but. But yes, it's the cozy feel I wanted to go, because I did pay for the kind of next tier up from free with StreamYard, so I can do some things, some different stuff. Possibly would be able to stream the nice niche snobs on 3 separate channels at the same time now. If we use my channel as the base, then it can spread out and go to each one of everyone else's channels to try to get more people.
That's a neat idea.
Yeah. And if you pay the one above that, you can stream it on 8 different channels. It's just like, who's got that many channels? I guess if I have, like, normally with Frag Out now, it's been like, hey, everybody that wants to join, come on and join. I guess you could do that then. You could be like, hey, there's 8 people that are all streaming it on each one of their channels.
Yeah, I'll do one. Austin, Brian. Does Austin have one already?
Austin, a channel? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin's got a channel. That's where we usually go to do the nice niche snobs. We do it off his channel.
Okay. I haven't noticed whose channel is what, because I just get the push notification on my phone, and that's how I know you guys are
And then you
live.
just go, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, but Mr. Saga, Sean can get it on his channel and stuff. I think he is back.
Austin.
We heard his name. He came back. But so
did Austin chat you up about pear fat?
Not yet. He said he got it from you. What we talked about from that package you sent him was the main fragrances that we got for free in the 74 bag.
I watched that back. You were missing the Banana Royale, huh?
I might have it. It just might have fallen out of the bag, and it's somewhere in my like little boxes that are in the back. So I got to go looking for it.
Yeah,
I'm sure I had
it. Yeah, everyone's supposed to get 5.
Yeah. I mean, I had the booklet over there by my hutch that I'm currently kind of fixing up so that way I can put all of these that are back here into it to have it look nicer. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to put it directly behind me because it's kind of a little bit bigger, but maybe if I can fit it behind me and still have enough space where I can back up and kind of turn around, I might do it because then it would look really nice. That thing. It's an antique, like almost 300-year-old hutch that was made in Virginia.
So it must be dense, right? So if you back up into it, you're gonna get hurt, but not the fragrances.
It's actually surprisingly like light for something because it's got wheels on the bottom. It even has whoever designed it knew what they were doing. They got wheels on the bottom of it. You know, it's a lot of it is glass on the outside. It's got glass on 3 sides, right? It only has wood on the frame basically of it and the back of it. So it's surprisingly light for something that is as old as it is. So I think it'd be kind of impressive to have it kind of directly behind me.
It must be a fake.
It must be a fake. You know what? I've never aged it, so it could be. You never know.
Yeah, you gotta get someone in there.
Yeah.
From the
like
auction.
one of those, you ever see those Antique Roadshow ones?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I hate to inform you, but yeah, this isn't real.
Yeah, it's been passed down from generations.
Yeah, they all think everyone in the family thinks that this is it. We're gonna sell it and we're gonna be millionaires. And they get to the show and it's like, yeah, this is fake. Sorry, it's not. It's barely. You spent more money in gas bringing it here than it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Austin will pass Pearfat along to you once he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm still waiting for the bottles. I don't know if they're busy or they're out. My package shipped last week, but it's still in the label created phase.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're in a backlog. But yeah, I ended up with a full bottle of the 2030 Park Ave, which is it's like musky with a really nice rain note to it. It's really comforting for around the house. And then I picked up a 15 ml travel size of the Bread and Rose because it's just such a cool scent. Opens up with like a really strong yeasty bread, and then the rose starts to come in, and they just blend beautifully.
What's the name of the bread again?
Pearfat.
Oh, Pearfat.
Yeah, like the fruit, and then the weight.
There it is. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Neat bottles too. Fancy. They kind of
Let's see. This was one Bread Rose you're talking about. Yeah, kind of very rounded, somewhat similar to like a Le Labo, but a little bit nicer, not so like industrial.
I think they also come with. They tie a bow around it too, but it's actually the bow is part of the bottle.
So no caps on them, or
Yeah, no caps, which is kind of strange.
yeah. I guess you can always make a wood cap for it if you wanted to. Oh, you like that? They talk like this, right? Where they tie a. This actually looks like a reed of grass, actually.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a part of the theme for this one because it has like a grassy. It has a hint of grassiness, but it's really gourmand.
Probably. Like multi-ball.
This is a good house too. It's an American house. I believe they're out of Chicago area, Austin. I don't know if you can correct me there. But very, very fairly priced, like $120 for the 50s. And the travels, I believe, are $45.
They talk about hey, if you want to meet the perfumer herself, learn about her, which is always nice. Let's see. Let's go to the shop. Sold out.
Yeah, those top two are limited editions that she's doing this year.
Oh, okay. And these ones here are like the little 30 mLs, right? Is that what
15s.
Oh, they're 15s? Okay.
Yeah, so you can put together a set, or you can buy, the 15s on their own as well.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
I like that idea.
It's a neat little style for a travel size. It's kind of, it's hard to call it a travel size because of the shape of it, and it doesn't have a cap. But the 15 is the travel. I think they call them baby pairs or something like that.
Yeah, trio of baby pairs.
Yeah.
In the Discovery.
Yeah. This they clearly have a design aesthetic that they're going for. It's not quite like anything else.
Yeah.
They know what they're about. In the sense are fairly priced for what they offer. And some of them you smell and you go, okay, I've kind of smelled this before. Like they have an iris, like a leathery iris type scent. You're like, okay, I've sort of smelled this before, but other ones are more unique. Like that Bread and Roses.
I just happened to click on the one that you're talking about. It's an iris.
Oh, yep. Yeah, that's the Yep. But I'm looking out for the restock of Knee High because that has like blueberry and corn notes in it, like cornfields. And I'm like, that sounds cool. Those are the ones of the top two on the list.
Oh, okay. Go back up to this one.
Yeah.
Indian sweet corn, honeysuckle, tiger lily, fresh blueberries, hot summer air.
Yeah. I mean, what a cool,
Yeah.
what a cool note.
What I always worry about is this right here.
Honeysuckle.
Yeah, that to me is a floral note that usually leans really feminine on me. So it's kind of like I always kind of get worried about when I see honeysuckle. It's not in a whole lot of fragrances, but still, it's in enough that I've smelled that I'm like, I'm not sure.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, get my nose. Well, is it in the sample as well, or is that not in the sample?
It's not. No, it's not in the kit. They do sell the samples, but
For them. Gotcha.
I mean, she said, I don't know how often they're restocking, but she said this is something that she's selling throughout the summer. So feasibly, you could buy a sample and then come back for a bottle at some point.
Gotcha. So maybe this is this something that they're going to not make again after the summer and only make it during the summer, or
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know.
yeah.
And then, yeah, this one seemed nice too. Up
Yeah.
north.
Fresh lemonade, ozone, blossom. I don't necessarily know if I want to smell Lake Michigan, but
I don't know, Austin, did you get to smell this one? This one looks good. Knee high is the one that's getting all the attention. Apparently, it's really nice. And I do wonder, like you mentioned with the honeysuckle note, I do wonder if it leans heavily feminine.
yeah.
You know, I'm open to trying it and supporting the house, anyways.
They're saying smells
Oh,
like
that's
stick
good.
there.
Well, Austin, you just need to buy it at a principal then.
Yeah. From the hometown, make you feel homesick. Not really. I doubt you feel homesick at all for the middle of the country.
Petoskey, Michigan.
Probably the only thing you feel homesick about in the middle of the country is the prices in the middle of the country, as opposed to what the prices are in Florida. So, yeah, that's cool. I gotta check that out. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they'll be at some. No, they haven't released the list yet, have they? Who's going to be at Scent Explorer?
No, and people tack on to that list very, very late too. They might show up though. They were at the what was the name of the event that just happened in Chicago? It was the first one. Oh, Fumed.
Okay.
Just like perfumed. Apparently that was really successful. I know Mammoth was there, Pear Fat was there, Closet, which is CLST, was there. It was really focused around independent and like small brands and a lot of American brands. Everyone that went said it was an awesome vibe. It didn't feel corporate. It didn't feel business. It was like all about the community and just the shared love of perfumery, right? So I'm gonna look. I'm probably gonna go to this event next year.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would like to be there for, especially since it's an indie perfume expo. Like, I mean, it's one thing to have Scent Explore and it's niche perfumery in general. It's not just for indies. It's for basically anyone who's anyone, I guess, because you have big name companies that are there, right? You've got PD. It was PDM. PDM wasn't there really as a booth last year,
No,
but
no,
they were all the years before.
Yeah, 'cause remember they had that whole section with the virtual reality headsets.
Yeah, and Amouage was there last year, and they've been there pretty much, well, except for 2 years ago where they couldn't get their booth set up.
Yeah.
Which was that was extremely disappointing. But
Yeah. Fume seems really good. Much more grassroots. The guy who started it is the guy who's, I don't know if you met him. He was the Kyle, the perfumer for, oh my god, there's so many brands. Black Cliff, the bottles of
oh,
rocks.
I remember. I don't think I met him, but I remember him being there at Scent Explorer.
Yeah, I chatted with him for a while. He was really cool. And then he also has his own perfume brand called OSM, which was, I went through that discovery set. It's decent. It's one of those where you're like, okay, maybe I've sort of smelled this elsewhere. Nothing blew my mind, but all very good. But yeah, apparently
she was at that event for IDA for the afters.
Not familiar.
It's kind of funny. She only has one fragrance since she went to that event.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. It's just that one right now.
It's just that one, yeah.
Actually, I remember seeing their Instagram for Fumed, and they were hinting that, like, hey, don't wait till next year. We might have something coming up sooner.
Really?
So I don't know if that means they're like shifting the date, or maybe they're gonna just try to do a couple a year. But they were really hinting at like maybe this fall, you know.
That's kind of rough. With Scent Explorer being right there too, I don't know if I'd be able to wing both of them in a year.
Yeah, we'd have to see. It would have to happen like maybe September, early October at the latest. But yeah, I definitely want to check this one out, and I want to go to Chicago anyways because there's some stores I've purchased from online, and they're in Chicago. It's like Chicago's like another tiny little microcosm of good perfumery.
Yeah. Definitely lots of interesting houses. You remember this one at Scent Explorer?
Which one? Q?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have their discovery set. I need to go through it. Alloy Studio.
I remember someone showing this somewhere recently, talking about this brand. Southern California. Huh.
Yeah, Austin, House of Dubai. Yeah, that's one of the big stores I heard about out there.
That's where Austin gets all his Zernel Gillies from. But
yeah, so that bottle of rock you had, is that their newest one?
Yeah, so this is the newest one. This version too is a limited edition one. They only made, I don't know how many they actually made, to say the truth. But the normal bottle is probably going to have juice that's going to be way lighter than this. They obviously put a dye in this, and surprisingly, this stuff is not as dark. Like the atomizers that he gets disperses it so well that it doesn't kind of color your skin that much. So, what's great about this was, like I said, is the opening, super like effervescent. So, but we'll talk more about that in a future video. So I don't want to spoil everything.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it has been a lot of people been talking about the afters. Me and Brian, spreading the word.
This is the
looking for my royalty checks. No, that I'm never going to get.
Keep trying.
Keep trying. Well, I mean, the owner of Stell, what's his name? Do you remember his name?
It was Matt and Joey.
Matt and yeah, which one is Matt? And which one's Joey? I remember because I talked to we I only saw one when we were there, you and me, right?
I figured this out and I put it in my head when I texted you, and I was like, okay, that's Mad, that's the other one, and then I've totally forgotten.
Where's Brian? Brian could help us. He's been talking to one recently. We are. We're gonna actually record it. We're gonna record the video, Austin, on Monday, on Labor Day, Memorial Day.
Matt and Jake. Jake's the other one.
Jake.
Sorry, Jake. It's so hard to keep track of all the names.
Jake. What's his last name?
Oh, what are you doing? What is this, a test?
No, because I just recently had a friend request on my IG account, and it was like no one I knew. At least I didn't think I knew them.
Matt Bellinger and Jake Levy.
Let me see.
There's someone that sent you a friend request on IG, you mean?
Yeah, no, that's not him. Yeah, someone else that sent me a friend request.
Okay.
Well, he's just not request. Just the person followed me, and it was out of nowhere, and I didn't recognize the person at all. So I was like, but it was a kind of very common like account. So I was like, who is this?
Yeah.
So what is your? We talked about your obsession, right? And you kind of like showed one at least. What is? Do you have? What was the other thing I told you about? What did you bring on? Just something that you're looking forward to wearing more.
What did I grab? The other two I grabbed was the Sense of Wood vetiver and wool. That was one that I picked this up from Beauty Live because they were doing that 50% off coupon.
Mm-hmm.
When do you ever find Sense of Wood for $120?
Unless you're getting it secondhand.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, and this is one that they released. They have a seasonal subscription you could sign up for. It's $50 every three months or so, and they'll send you a 10 ml. And this vetiver and wool they came out with last year, they launched it as a subscription product. And the things that they put in the subscription usually become full bottles anyways. But that's how most people experience it the first time. And yeah, I wasn't going to go full bottle on it, but then when I saw it for 120, I was like, yeah, that's hard to say no to. And it's just a nice, simple Haitian vetiver. But it has this very warm, comforting cashmere note to it. Like, have you smelled Nishane's B612?
I had it for a while.
Yeah, so you know the cashmere vibe in that. It's sort of the same thing.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I traded that away was because I oversprayed it once, and I was like, "Ooh,
Turned you off.
yeah." I'm not too much of a fan of that when I
No.
oversprayed it, and it kind of left like a kind of bad scent memory, basically. And I kind of shied away from it afterwards, and I sprayed it on light a couple other times, and I wore it. But I was kind of iffy on wanting to keep it. And then after my accident, and I was just like, I need to make money. I guess I'm selling some fragrances.
Yeah, I went on the chopping block.
It was on the chopping block.
Yeah. And another one that I just picked up recently for a good price is from the house of Carthusia, Capri Forget Me Not. This originally came out as Carthusia. Capri. So the original, it's like back from 2001, 2002. It's just called Capri. very light green herbal fragrance, and then they came out with Capri Forget Me Not as sort of an homage to the original.
Yeah. That's a lot easier to find.
And this, I smelled both. I gravitated more towards this one, the Forget Me Not.
Mm-hmm.
It has a really, it's another fig, and I was like, oh god, do I need another fig? Figs and everything these days.
Yeah, it's kind of popular.
But it's a light, airy scent profile with the fig and the mint that you see there. But then what I really liked about it is the violet note.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of gives it like a purple floral hue in the background,
Hmm.
and it really softens it up, and it's really pleasant to wear. It's very light to wear. I believe it's an EDT concentration. A lot of the Carthusias are very light.
That's something
Very
they talk
airy
about.
citrus scents.
Mm-hmm. That's something I wish Fragrantica did, was say what it is as far as the oil concentration.
Yeah, sometimes it's mentioned in the description.
Yeah.
Other times not. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no way it's an EDP.
It's way too light and
Yeah.
so what am I doing? Diffusive? Yeah.
But yeah, really nice. I haven't worn it outside yet. It's one of those things like, oh, this is my, like, oh, okay, this is a fig, but this is a fig that I'll wear around the house, and it's good for night. So it's it fits a specific slot that I don't quite have a fragrance for yet.
That's good.
But it's the 50 mLs. I believe this was on Olfactory Factory.
Mm-hmm.
$60, $75, $65. Yeah, easy purchase at that price for this scent profile. In this house, I have a soft spot in my heart for an Italian house, anyways. I mean, I'm in linen. Come on,
Yeah. Well, what do you think? What do you think the odds there?
fragrance nut. Let's spin the wheel.
Oh wow!
Is it nice? Linked to the right one.
Amazing.
Expensive.
Expensive. Well, this is 114 for of a 3.4.
Yeah, Olfactory Factory got a shipment in of them recently. Or I don't know if it was recently. Some of their stuff doesn't fly off the shelves.
Well, it's kind of a smaller, relatively unknown.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really nice though, especially like if you like Italian houses. Italian's very good at citrus and green scent profiles. And again, like very accessible, easy to wear, easy to spray, easy to overspray and not feel guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, really a great house worth checking out.
Let's see.
Yeah, the 50 mLs are 65. The 100 ml was 75, is only $10 more, but I'm really trying not to buy the huge bottles.
Yeah, I feel you there. Because I personally would rather kind of stick with, I think 50 ml. I kind of don't want to be getting bottles bigger than 50 ml, even though I did just recently buy a 200 ml, but I did split half of this with Austin. So
Okay, there you go. I'll do it if I love the scent profile and the bottles only come in hundreds, like if it's worth it. But if they offer a 50 and 100 or a 30 and 100, almost always going for the smaller bottle.
yeah,
I've seen enough for 5 years of collecting to know that they just do not. You don't burn through bottles like you think you're going to.
And that's why, like, when you show off like your can't think of the name of them right now. zoologist. When you show off your zoologist 10 mLs,
The travel sets, yeah.
yeah, it's like that's a fine amount of ml for a zoologist fragrance, because you're not necessarily going to over spray a zoologist fragrance for the most part. Not many of them can be oversprayed.
No, and then when I look back, because I'll usually do the summary for how much what are my heavy wears in the spring summer, and then I do another heavy wear list for fall winter. The things that get the most wears are maybe 6 or 7, 8 times at most within a 60-day or 90-day span. You just don't wear things as much as you think you're going to. So you can. That's one thing you learn early on, right? Like I was purchasing the 100 mLs exclusively when I was in my first year or two. I was like, oh yeah, of course I'll spend the extra $30 for the 100. And then once your pile of fragrances starts to grow, you realize the 50s are much more economical.
Yeah.
But I think you have to kind of go through that phase, and it's just part of the process. You have to experience the hurt. It's part of the boot camp.
Yeah, for sure. When you think about just the progression of being a collector in a sort of way, starting out in the hobby, you start off and you're thinking to yourself, well, the bigger bottles are the better deal. I get so much more juice. Yeah, but unless you're decanting it out to other people, there's really no use for it for you.
No, it'll collect dust for years.
Yeah,
and people will say like, oh well, the 100 ml was only $40 more than a 50, and it's like, yes, but I bought a 50. It's going to last me over a decade, and I still have $40 in my pocket.
yeah.
It's not. You don't have to be of the mindset of like, oh, if I buy the smaller bottle, because the price per ml is higher, it doesn't mean you're getting ripped off. You're still paying less than, you know what I mean? Even it's costing you more per ml, the 50 ml, or even a 30 ml. It's still going to last you so long, and you're probably never going to burn through 100 unless you really like that fragrance. Like save the money.
And the shelf space too. You can fit more fragrances.
Dude, yeah. This is the first year I've seriously been like, okay, I need to start selling things. I've probably sold 30 bottles, maybe 85.
What is your number? What's the number at right now for total fragrances? over. We'll just say over a 10 ml. If you can quantify that number or separate that number, isolate that number, I should say.
263.
263.
Yeah.
Over a 10 ml.
Yeah.
Or just
okay. And then travel size, which I consider like 15 and lower. There's a little bit over 100 of those.
You could probably, I mean, if you're getting ones from I can't think of the name of that right now. Nomad? I'm the Wee Nomad?
Yeah.
You're getting a 25 ml,
Yeah, that's it. That's an interesting size, isn't it? 20s. You sometimes see 20s. 25 is a weird size. Makes sense.
I can't wait for the new fragrances that they have come to this size, because I will instantly buy them as soon as they're in this size, which might just be only at Scent Explore. But hey, I'm fine from buying directly from them during Scent Explore.
Yeah, you're talking about the brand new ones, right? Like Spicy Road.
Yeah, Spicy Road. We smelled that, right? You remember it?
Yeah.
It didn't have the name Spicy Road, but it was one of the 3 that we did sample at the show.
Yeah, it was pepper, vanilla. Yeah, because there was that one. There was another one that was the it was in the X-ray line. It was going to be a mix of oud. It was like an oud and lactonic mix, which was interesting.
Was that the lavender oud and?
No, this one was
No,
just
that was
lactonic oud, and she was going to call it Galactica or something like that. Was the name they were working
that
on?
that was the one with Divana, wasn't it?
Possibly. I do remember you mentioning that they had Divana
Yeah.
in one, and then the other one was lavender and we talked about this because it was another weird mix. Oh, caramel, lavender
Yes.
caramel, and I was like,
Yeah,
what?
that was really good too.
Because we talked to her, we were like, how did you think to put those two notes together? But the perfumer kind of, I think they just kind of like were describing to the perfumer what they were looking for, and the perfumer just threw caramel in the mix as part of the things that they were testing, and it hit.
It worked. Yeah.
That's supposed to come out this year, though. She said all three of those, the Spicy Road, the Galactica one, and whatever this lavender caramel is, they should all be here.
I'm guessing those two are going to come out later in the year then.
Yeah, and the X-ray might be a Ascent Explorer launch. Brands do like to do that.
True.
What else do you have in front of you? Have you been spraying anything heavy or?
Let's see. Not in front, behind, on the shelf. Whenever it gets hot, so I had some 90-degree days, and I reach for this a lot. It's frankincense and citrus. So
and that Kinoto note, right?
Yeah, Kinoto. Yeah,
there was like 3 fragrances centered around that note.
Yeah, from this house in particular.
Yeah, that was the one I liked the most out of the 3. I don't know if they have more than 3 now, but there was 3 in the initial launch.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think this is the only one they have. The only 3 they have. But I just really like how this one's the frankincense gives it a beautiful kind of like aromatic quality of it. Not aromatic, but like a airy quality to it. And when this really warms up, that's when the citrus kind of like blooms on it. At first, and you can actually, I don't know if you can see, but there's a decent dent in there. For this is 100 ml.
Did you just buy this?
I've had this for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this would coming up into this summer would probably be the 3rd year that I've had it actually. So.
Yeah, I want to say those were sampled from a Ministry of Scent. They had the Discovery pack at some point.
I've never smelt the other ones. I just happened to when somebody on Facebook groups had a bottle, and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen it on sale." So I was like, I just rushed and got it.
Oh, blind buy?
Yeah, I blind bought it.
Nice. You blind bought the right one of the 3, I'll tell you.
Other things that, hey, we were talking about, 100 mLs and stuff like that and never buying one. But when you use it as much as you use like this, like I've been using of Neptune's Trident, you're going to go through, you might go through a whole 100 ml.
Wow.
Because this is a very summertime. You can lay it on pretty heavy and not feel like you're overdoing it.
Nice.
Other ones though, like this is a really good. This is from Atrium, the School of Scents channel on YouTube. Omar.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good one too. It's very heavy basil and mint.
Okay.
very powerful stuff, though. I can definitely see overspraying can because it's very peppery with the basil part. People might be kind of like off put by that. What's up, Brian?
I love a good basil note.
And he's wearing a good one. Look, he's talking about
Mobile 26.
there it is. Great prices over at kind of the colors going on the plate though, but you see that down at the bottom of the plate? How it's kind of looks like
I thought that was just glare.
no. The color is actually coming off the plate. This one's the coffee.
Ooh.
This is nice, this one. I have actually thinking about it, I have a couple of frankincense fragrances actually. But they both do different things because this one is actually a frankincense. Marvelous.
Coffee, woody notes.
Marvelous.
The last thing I need is another coffee scent too. I love coffee scents.
Do you really?
Yeah.
More than your smoky scents?
They hold equal places in my heart, which are both large.
He's wearing Toy Boy. I can't remember the last time I smelled Toy Boy. It's been a very long time since I've smelled Toy Boy. Kind of just didn't like what it smelled like on skin. Omar has quite a few actually now. He did pare down a little bit of the house. Let me see if I can pull it up here. There it is. Okay. Check out. We'll go to the site. Let's see what do we have now. He's got yes, thanks you. No, thank you. I'll pay full price.
They make you feel so guilty on those pop
You're
ups.
right. Wait, do you want to pay full price?
They make you.
I
I was pretty impressed with how many he's been putting out here. I haven't smelled anything from him.
This is a really good blueberry, very light and airy fragrance. I did send some of this to Austin for him to try out. A lot of these, so these ones here, Mr. He reformulated this one, Mr. Aromatic. No, wait, not this one. I guess he got rid of the Mr. Fragrant one. But that was kind of very much in the same vein as Tom Ford's Effin' Fabulous. Let's see if is it any limited edition? Nope. Soar, which is so just go back to the other one. Curiosities. And the site froze. There it goes. Oh, it is here. Here it is. So this one was kind of very much like his version of like a Tom Ford Effin' Fabulous. And then after that was Mr. Romantic. My nose, Mr. Romantic, was kind of reminiscent of PDM's Pegasus. Then after Mr. Romantic came Mr. Majestic, which was kind of reminded me a bit of La de Louis Delhomme Blue Electrique from YSL. Then there was Mr. Radiant, which Mr. Maritime actually. Mr. Maritime came first, and that was interesting. It smelled good on paper, but for whatever reason, the cologne note gave like a burnt rubber type of smell to my off my skin,
Yeah.
which happens depending on what type of uh, marine note you're using. So, because I've had it happen with other fragrances that use it. Bad Boy, Cobalt did it off my skin. One of the LeBeaus did it off my skin. I think it was the Le Parfum did it off my skin. So I have to, whenever I see a cologne note, I have to be kind of cautious about it. But yeah, he's got a decent amount still, and they're still available. Most of them. So, from what I hear, I haven't tried all of the new ones. But from what I hear, this spirited one is not here. I forget which one it was. Curiosities. Yeah, this one's actually very much liked in the group because I'm in the Discord group, and people talk about this being like one of the better ones of the house. So,
Have you smelled it?
I have not smelled it yet either. So,
I mean, it looks super gourmand, but I don't know if is it advertised as their gourmand.
he doesn't typically have like ones. Well, this is before the brands switch a little bit because he got rid of the Mister part and he just kind of made them all unisex. It was
Okay.
more, the line was more about masculine fragrances that were directly advertised for men. But now with this one being one of the first ones that were advertised as just being unisex, I don't necessarily know if that means it's more gourmand than any of the other ones were. I mean, this, you look at this note though. I mean, edible. I mean, you're maybe not going to eat the mango flesh, but it is something you do eat. You eat chocolate, you eat vanilla, you eat cardamom. So yes, the only things you don't eat are the two things that you don't eat: cedarwood, and you don't eat the fake note of what amber is.
Yeah.
So to me, this is probably a gourmand leaning fragrance.
Yeah. Gourmand is such a broad term. I mean, anything that's edible is gourmand, right? But in my head, gourmand is like dessert, like smells like a dessert. Really, it's sort of.
If we go back to the original gourmand, right? What's the original gourmand? It's Amen, right?
Yeah.
Or Angel, I guess, would be considered the original gourmand.
Kind of started the whole category.
Yeah, and you smell that now, and you're like, this is nowhere near as sweet as gourmands are now. You think to yourself, this is not even the category of gourmand anymore.
Yeah. I know Born to Stand Out, they started out really interesting and had a lot of unique things, and then after the first couple of discovery sets, they went head first into gourmand. Everything very super sugary, sweet, sugar, caramel, cake, anything in that category. It was like just gourmand after gourmand after gourmand. I was like, oh my god, guys, come on, get back to your roots.
Please.
I mean, they sell so well though. Everyone's doing gourmand. Even Sarah Baker that I mentioned earlier. She's a small artisan house with a lot of unique offerings, and then her last two that she just came out with were centered around vanilla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But to a certain extent, I feel like it's if you want to like make some money as a house, you kind of need to offer a good gourmand because those just sell so well, and they do smell good. And they're nice to smell on people. It's just they're everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, vanilla vanilla is ubiquitous, right? It's a note that. Oh man, I kind of wonder. Let's do a little experiment here. Let's go back to. Leave that open. I will leave this one. Let's go back to Fragrantica and just pull up any fragrance with vanilla. All right, and let's. Hey, system is very slow.
Yeah, that's true, Joel. Gourmands hit different in the cold weather. And no one's mad at you for wearing a gourmand when you're at the Christmas party.
No.
Like, it's completely inoffensive.
Okay, well, I guess this is where it will stump us a little bit since there's different types of gourmands. Does it show? Let's go here. Oh, if my system is being bogged down, I'm going to.
You're just trying to look up the vanilla note.
Yeah, just look at how many fragrances have the vanilla note. Oh, good thing we do that. Do they have a total number? Show all perfumes. Never tried doing it this way. Okay, well, you see these numbers here.
Yeah.
Only 16,000 unisex fragrances with gourmand. I mean, with vanilla. Where's Saga? Vanilla is life. Vanilla is the fragrance world. If you look at this,
I mean, what? So you're looking at about 32,000 across all the categories.
yeah, that's a lot of fragrances.
It is. Well, if you look too, there's 131,000 in the database. So that's what, maybe a quarter of them. Well, about 1/4 of them have vanilla.
See,
Totally makes sense. Such a common base note.
Yeah,
You know, it's not
such
surprising.
a popular. Yeah, it's such a popular smell.
I wonder, Tonka bean must be up there too, because that's such a common.
Probably, yeah. Let's cut that. Let's see.
Yeah, 63.
Bring up just Tonka Cola. And then
Vanilla is life. Yeah.
can go here.
I don't blame you for feeling that way.
So, as far as Tonka, so you got much less.
Yeah.
Still a lot, but not nearly a lot as much as vanilla. The other thing I did talk about was if you wanted to smell something new, like if we tried something that we haven't smelled yet from discovery sets.
I didn't really have any discovery sets. I just went through one from this really nice house, Marissa Zappas.
Hold on. Let's
Sorry, everything's backwards. Zappa Sarism. I think this is actually a house that Saga would enjoy. There's 11. There's 11 right now. I think there's another one coming out this year.
How much is that discovery set?
$80.
Oh, that's not that bad for 11 fragrances.
No, it's not terrible. But she's another American brand out of New York. Everything, yeah, I finished going through it last week. Everything's really well blended. Some things more unique than others. I mean, kind of par for the course, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's one I really like that's called Violet Hay. I just believe it's spelled like this. Violet.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, just really nice violet note. Like powdery violet with a little bit of dirtiness from hay. It's not overwhelming. Just enough to give it a little bit of character. Violet's a note I really enjoy finding, something special.
Yeah.
Fragrance it well. There's something about like that purple, like smooth purple hue. It almost has a heliotrope vibe to it, like that really smooth quality. Yeah, it's probably the one I'm gonna buy from the house if I do buy one. Yeah, cool house, kind of old school looking bottles as well.
Yeah.
I believe Stell carries them.
I don't remember if I've seen.
They weren't there when we visited. They may have been there when you went.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Let's see, people know. Anybody compare them? Mine's This one's this.
Was it Maison Violet on that list? That first one.
Source Sultans. And Blonde. It's Iris, though, not really. Well, I mean, some Iris, I think, is made with the violet material, I think. Let's see. Interesting. Is this versus sandalwood? Yeah. Some of these ones from Joe Malone are pretty decent. The ones in the black bottles. Let's see.
Yeah, I haven't put those on skin. I've smelled them in store though, and they're pretty neat. There's one with myrrh. There's myrrh. I don't remember. There's something in myrrh and something.
Myrrh and Tonka.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that caught my attention. Probably because of the myrrh note.
It's right here. In classic me, I have it right here.
Oh, there you go.
This is kind of powdery, though, so if you don't like powdery, you may not like it. Because, well, it's Tonka, right? Tonka's going to be coming off pretty powdery. But the myrrh is a nice counterbalance to it, so. Ooh. All right. Cool.
Yeah, really good. I'm trying so hard to get through fragrances that I own. With that,
Yeah.
I think I even posted on Instagram. I think when I purchased this one, I did the reasonable thing, and instead of going through my stock, I purchased another sample set.
Yeah.
Another purchase from Scent Split for some samples, and some other ones from Lucky Scent.
Mm-hmm.
It's also
a good time to talk about buying how buying samples can save you heartache in the long run.
Yeah.
Because yes, the sample set does cost money, but if you don't find something that you're blown away by, maybe you just don't need it. I mean, yeah, you like the people, and you want to support them, but you did support them. You bought a sample set.
Yeah, exactly.
So you smelled the house at this house, Bolton, London, at Scent Explore. We smelled it the same time that the same booth that had Nobile that year, 2 years ago.
I
They were-
didn't. I don't remember smelling them. I do remember the house though. The Myrrh. Joel's talking about Myrrh Mystique, which is the only one I'm familiar with. That one is insanely good, like super dense, strong. Myrrh Mystique. I think it's called Myrrh Mystique, right? Mystique.
Yeah, that's the one.
Well,
I think I have. Yeah, if I do it right here.
I got the sample set from Void. Which Void samples did you get?
This one's good. This secret amber from them. Let's see.
Oh, Welton, London. I'm thinking of a different house, not Welton.
Let's see. Myrrh. Let's see if we can find the one that Joel was talking. Yeah, it is. No, you named it right. Coffee, smoky.
Surge Stranded, Fever Dream, Dark Matter.
Here's the notes. So they're saying that mostly myrrh coffee.
Incense. Oh my god.
Yeah, these bottles aren't cheap because good luck finding this house at a discounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look, it's not even on the list. Doesn't
Yeah,
even-
that's when you know you're probably paying retail.
yeah, when you don't even see a fragrance net down there. Your only option is to pay Max Aroma. And then Max Aroma sometimes has a sale that goes on, but you're not saving nearly as much as you can from a discounter.
Yeah. You've got Surge, Stranded, Fever Dream, Dark Matter. I don't remember Surge. I think Surge was their aquatic one. Stranded, is that the coconut style one? I can't remember Fever Dream. Dark Matter is really good. That's one of their newer ones.
Yeah, Dark Matter is probably my favorite of the house.
I have a travel size of that one. I was talking to Miriam. She's one of the owners and perfumers there, and she said they were working on another house that's supposed to be like higher end because everything in Void is designed to be very accessible. All the scent experiences are fairly linear. They're all good, but they're fairly basic and accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they wanted to roll out another house that was a little bit more high end.
Gotcha. Not just do like a separate line in the house.
Yeah, I guess
another house.
I think so. I mean that's before they changed from they started using the Void name. So I don't know what they're doing on the background, but the impression I got was that they kind of wanted to distinctly group these scents away from the Void line.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. Favorite Sarah Baker. My favorite Sarah Baker right now is Atlante. That is a gorgeous seaweed aquatic. One of the best you'll ever smell. It's so damn good. Oh my god. The other one I own is Ludo, which is their nice semi-gourmand oud fragrance. And
yeah, I think Lenti is probably my favorite of the house too. I don't have a bottle, but of what I've smelled,
And another one I like that I haven't purchased yet, and I might not. I don't know if I'm going to purchase it. It's called Riders, which could sort of like a grassy hay leather fragrance. That was a good one.
here's Lenti. I think.
Charade is really nice too. Just looking through the list.
See. Question. Let's see. There are some. No, there's not. I checked. Nothing at Fragrance Net. There's a Sarah Jessica Parker, but not a Sarah Baker.
I don't think I've ever seen Sarah Baker on a discounter. The cheapest I get is from paying retail from ZGO, but with a 15% coupon.
Mm. See, Lucky Scent has them too.
Yeah, but for what you get though, 50 ml with a 15% comes out to about $145, I believe.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm perfectly happy to pay that for a house like this. Yeah. Joel, one I've been looking for, which it was actually on FragranceNet last year for $100, and now they bumped it up to $143. Is the Boyce 1920 Verde de Mare? I really want that for this season, but it's kind of upsetting to know that I could get it for $100 and now it's $150.
Let's see.
That's a really nice, like watery. I think there's rhubarb in it too.
Oh, that's an Austin note. Let Austin know there's rhubarb.
You like rhubarb?
Oh yeah. But it doesn't have rhubarb actually.
Sorry. One. Yeah, but yeah, it's very dominant in the C notes and the blackcurrant. It's just really nice.
So kind of sour, like almost like a rindy type of C.
I don't remember if it was rindy, but yeah, very like a smooth aquatic, not sharp, not like a calogne that would probably turn you off from it.
New York Intense by Nikolai, the perfumer.
Yeah,
That's a good one. Smelled that. First time I smelled that was at the scent bar.
yeah, she does great work.
Yeah.
And Salome too. Oh man, Salome by Papillon.
Let's see.
Remember, I think Salome was one of her first. It was like the third one she launched or something. And she said in an interview that she showed it to someone, and they were like, "Why would you put something out like this? Because it's like extremely animalic. Like it was a huge turnoff for the person that she sampled it with." And they basically told her not to launch it. and she didn't. It's one of her top sellers.
See, yep, there it is. 143 went up again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was $100 last year. A coupon last month was at $130, and now the current coupon is $140.
Yeah,
And they've had 7 bottles since last year. I want to message them and say, hey, I can see your stock hasn't moved. Like, will you honor your previous price?
Yeah, your previous prices. Come on, man. You're not selling.
Yeah. 140 is a bit expensive for a Boyce 1920, but it's a good scent. I'd probably pay the 140 if I didn't see it at 100. But Joma Shop, carries voice a lot, and you can see them. They're typically under 100, except for a few. So it's you kind of understand what they're worth. So
Yeah. I spent like this house too, right? Even with Nobile. When you see it on Fragrance Net for under 100, you're like, oh, okay, well, why would I pay more than what I can get for Fragrance Net for it?
yeah,
Unless it's the extra version that I have of this one, right? The El Capricio del Maestre. You know, this is an extra version, and I got it off of Fragrance Net for 170. So
for a 50 ml.
no, this is 100. It's 100 ml. That size bottle. But here's the. Yeah, I don't think. This is definitely at Stell. I'm pretty sure. I remember smelling or seeing this bottle.
I don't remember Papillon being there because I would have smelled the line again.
Maybe it was there when I was just there last.
Like anyone who's looking to explore beyond niche, to like the smaller brands, Papillon has to be on your list. There, she does. Liz Moores is the owner and perfumer out of the UK, and she just does gorgeous work. Nothing smells similar to something else she's done in the past. She takes her time with her fragrances, and they all smell so good.
Got a little collection going on of just boys.
Oh, you didn't get Marasma, Joel? Damn. I purchased that a couple months ago. It finally showed up on discounters here.
Got new stuff.
Anubis is gorgeous. That was her first one. And that one.
John, you don't have a channel, right? You've never really done your own kind of content on YouTube.
No. This is my debut for. Besides that pop in from the rainstorm a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Let's talk about Anubis, yeah.
Anubis is nice. It's one that if you accidentally overspray, it's a bit overwhelming, and a lot of the Papillon fragrances are very dense in a good way, but they're like, you can typically get by with 2 or 3 sprays if you usually do 5 to 7.
Yeah, definitely. Just these top 3 notes are definitely very thick and heavy profiles.
Yeah. It does still have lift to it, though. It doesn't feel like it wears heavy on the skin unless you overspray. Then it's a bit overwhelming. But there is an airiness to it. The other one I really like from her is Tobacco Rose, which, despite its name, it's not really about tobacco. It's sort of like viewing the rose from a dirty lens. So it's kind of there just like to dirty up the rose profile. Still one of my favorite rose fragrances all these years later.
There it is.
And she put together her own tobacco accord using hay and a couple other notes. So the tobacco in here is her own creation.
Okay. It doesn't even list well. Maybe she didn't give notes, and these are just what people smell.
Yeah, that must be the case because it's what she said on. She did a couple interviews on Ramsey's channel that were really, really good. She talked about Tobacco Rose on there.
Huh. So, formerly, she's only done her own line with her stuff. She's not done anything else.
I wonder if she's missing. I wonder if she's not tagged on certain perfumes because she She has more than 6 in the house. What happens if you go back and click on the Papillon house?
Let's see. There's a chance, I guess, that she's not attached to the other ones.
Yeah, it was 9. Yeah, she wasn't.
Yeah.
She did all of them, but they're not there. Like Epona. Epona is one of her newest ones. Gorgeous leather fragrance with this has a violet note too in it.
Yeah.
It's violet. It's supposed to like sort of mimic the scent of a horse's skin. She did it. She owns horses, and she's owned many horses over the years, and she did it as an homage to one of her horses that passed away. Sort of her idea was to capture the scent of her last ride with this horse before they retired it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but she also describes it sort of like an homage to all of her, in a love story to all of her horses.
Her equestrian love.
Yeah. So it's really nice. It's a really nice scent. And it has that soap note too, which is kind of weird. Like, I've only seen soap in a few fragrances, and I'm like, what is that going to be good? But it's not dominant. It doesn't smell like you're like spraying shampoo on yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of light touch of it. It's gorgeous.
Cool.
Another one that's kind of hard to sample. I think Scent Split carries them. That'd probably be the best way to grab them here. If not, Lucky Scent. Actually, Lucky Scent now they actually do the atomizers on their samples. Finally.
Wow. This is actually kind of shocking.
What's that?
I mean, they don't have any currently, but it was here. Oh, they do. I mean, they do have one here.
Those prices are robbery. That's not even a Papillon Angelique. I don't even think that's her retail price. That's crazy. Papillon has shown up on Olfactory Factory randomly as well.
See, I still have that.
Another one too that they're so good. Mm-hmm. You can tell it's a perfumer and an owner who loves her work and loves what she does. Like you'd be happy to pay retail for it, you know.
Yeah, those are like when you encounter those brands, you're definitely more apt to spend your money towards them and not feel guilty about spending that much money on it.
Yeah, you're happy to. Yeah, I just looked. Angelique retails for $200.
Okay, so
Fragrance is discounting as a $263. That is insane. They're like, well, our price is $375.
Who price?
That's criminal.
Yeah. Okay, there, guys.
I do have to run. I still have to eat dinner.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It is getting late. I actually need to probably go to bed because I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh God, for work or?
Yeah. Because I got to open. So, thank you very much for coming by, and I'm glad we were finally able to make this happen. We've been talking about it since Scent Explore, pretty much.
Yeah, I know it's been so hard to schedule, especially with the warmer weather now. I'm even more busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, if you want to check out John's Instagram, it's over in the upper corner over there. You can scan it with your phone. And,
I was wondering what that QR code was.
You scan it with your phone, and you can head on over there and check out all of John's scents of the day that he posts, and say to yourself, like I do half the time, never heard of that one. Or I've yet to smell that one. So, yes. Thank you again. And take care, Joel. Take care, Mitch, if you're still in town. Take care, everyone else that stopped on by. You know, if you're watching the the VOD of this, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, I'm going to be hoping to do some more interviews soon. And take it easy. We're heading out now.